Hello guys, today I'm going to present you my Fireking deck. I used to play this deck 3 years ago, and now I'm going to show you the new version of this deck. First of all, we play 2 Garunix. It's one of the big monsters in the deck, so when he gets destroyed by card effect and the next standby phase he gets himself special summoned from the graveyard, and when he gets special summoned with his effect, he destroys all monsters on the field. Now the next card is the new one, which I didn't play it before, the Ganesha. So his effect is like when a monster effect is a quick time effect. So when a monster effect gets activated, you can negate the activation, and if you do that, if you negate the activation, then you can destroy one fire monster from your field or from your hand. So with his effect you can destroy another Ganesha or Garunix, Yaksha, Barang, even sometimes the Attribute is a fire monster as well. And she won't trigger any effects, but the others will trigger other effects. And when Ganesha gets destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon one Fire Beast, Beast Warrior, or Wind Beast fire monster from your graveyard, and the effects are negated, and during the end phase it will be destroyed. So you can So you can special summon. Oh, this comes inside. So you can special summon any of those Fireking monsters, and the end phase they get destroyed and they get their effects. Only this one doesn't get any beneficial effects when you destroy it with your own effects. I'll come to it later. Then I played 3 Yaksha. So when Yaksha is destroyed by card effect, you can destroy one of your own cards. It's usable in many different ways. You can destroy one of your monsters to trigger other effects, or if you have that Call of the Hunted and you want to get loose of that card, you want to destroy it, then you can use Yaksha effect and the Garunix comp. And also when a Fire King monster you control gets destroyed by card effect, you can special summon Yaksha from your hand. It's also a good combo. Barang does the same effect when you when a Fireking monster gets destroyed by card effect, you can special summon from your hand. And also during your next standby phase, when he gets destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can add one Fireking card. Fireking card, you have to notice. Fireking card. You can add any monsters. Then you can add the circle. You can add the field spell. That's all. And the onslaught. Come to it next. Then I play one Fireking Avatar Garunix. So Avatar Garunix, and this is Garunix without high Avatar. So this card, when this card is destroyed by a battle or card effect from your opponent, you can special summon one Fireking Avatar from your deck. Not high Avatar, only the small ones. You can special summon the big one. And also when a Fireking monster face up you control destroyed by card effect, it can special summon yourself on your hand, free as the main card every card in place. Then I play 3 Onslaught of the Fireking. So when your opponent controls monster and you don't control any monster, you can special summon one Fireking from your deck on the field, and hold on, not one Fireking, one Beast Warrior, a Beast or Winged Beast monster from your deck, and the end phase will get destroyed. And you can only activate one Onslaught once per turn. Then 2 Terraformings because of the field spell. Come to the next. 3 Pot of Loyalties, something you need to search. Then 3 Circle of the Firekings. So with this card you can do many OTK combos, or you can avoid many cards from your opponent. So what this card does, you can target one Fireking fire monster you control, and target one Fireking fire monster in your graveyard. You destroy the targets on your field and special summon the one in the from the graveyard. So you see the combo what you can do with it. Then I play 3 tankies, so you can search one Beast Warrior from your deck to your hand. So these 8 are all Beast Warrior. And also they get game 100 attack, but that's not very important. Then I play 3 Fireking Island. So this effect is when you during your main phase, if you can only choose one of both effects. So when you control your opponent controls monster. Hold up. Oh, it doesn't include your opponent. Okay, I rarely use that effect, that's why I have to read it again. If you control no monster, it doesn't matter if your opponent controls monster or not. You can specify one fire wing beast from your hand. Wing beast? Oh, I see. So it's only those 3. Yeah, I really rarely use that second effect, but it can be useful. And the main effect that I use is the first effect. So you can destroy 1 card in your hand or you control and add 1 Fireking monster from your deck to your hand. And the other effect from the Fireking Island is when this card is destroyed, sent to the graveyard or banished. Sent to the graveyard, banished. You destroy all your monsters. So this is some disadvantage, but the Firekings get their own effects, so it isn't that big of a deal. Then I play 1 skill then because it's only 1. We don't need to do Xyz or Link Summon to win with this deck. So, and they mostly have graveyard effects, so skill drain doesn't affect much this deck. 3 Call of the 100 because I get to play a lot with the graveyard. And then I play 3 Solemn Strike to negate monster effects and special summons. Solemn Warning, Solemn Warning is sealed, and Solemn Judgment just to negate the staples. Then I play 1 Ball Dragon. Haven't played him much, but it's also staple exists. Then Tanky, Tiger King, she's the searcher for Tanky. You can search other Fireking cards as well. I was planning to play Tenzo, but I will test it later. 1 Silent on Arc. Use him sometimes. So his effect is you can detach 2 materials and target 1 special summon monster from your opponent, and you put it under your materials. Haven't used him much, but Cassell used sometimes. So use 2 4 summons to summon him, and you can detach 2 materials to send 1 card from the field, 1 face-up card from the field to shuffle to the deck. Or his other effect, you can detach 1 material and target 1 face-up monster on the field and change its face down. So you have 2 effects, and it's still useful. Then 1 Exeter Knight. So when your opponent got more cards in your hand and the field together, more than you can destroy all cards on the field, and this time you cannot do damage to your opponent. You can trigger your Fireking effect with it and get rid from your opponent cards. It will come back card at all time. Gaga Cowboy. So sometimes when your opponent gets 500 life points, then you lose extra exist summon for him and kill it. Rarely happens, but it's good to have this option still open. Then rest of them are still all staples. 1 Unicorn, 1 Phoenix, 1 Cerberus, 1 Sorceress, Cerberus, Phoenix, Phoenix. Play 2 of them. When you the others were just stables, I rarely do exist in this deck. Even for this one, use 2 Beast Warrior or Wing Beast to summon him. Once per turn, you can target 1 spell trap to destroy it. When this card destroys opponent by a card, you can target 1 of your Wing Beasts or Wing Beast monsters banished, add it to your hand, or in your graveyard, add to your hand. But I rarely use him, but he could be useful when I would go for more exists. The exists in this deck are just here for sometimes when I have to go for. I rarely use them. The only exists I would say I would use is the Ball Dragon, because When sometimes the opponent has something, I can get over it, I get this effect down. And yeah, here the benefit for some beneficial effects, but this deck doesn't need it. If there was a Fireking Link Notes, a new one, they need to build a special one, then it would help this deck more. Overall, this deck is decent, but I tested it against the Thunder Dragon and the Altergeist. Yeah, it's not strong enough, but I would give this deck a 6 out of 10. Thanks for watching and bye.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face, tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.